and where the winter used to pale. You set your cup down slowly, I pretend I'm calm, but spring is in the doorway and your smile does the harm. The waiter folds a napkin, the street keeps moving by. A white cloud over rooftops drifts easy through the sky. Nothing grand is happening, nothing loud or new, just a table in the sunlight and the first good look at you. I thought the day would be ordinary, coffee, breeze, and passing time, but the moment that you sat across from me, the whole afternoon changed its mind. Blooming terrace, hold this hour still. Let the warm air circle around us if it will. Blooming terrace, soft and pale and gold. Sometimes something gentle is stronger than the bold. Blooming terrace, let the daylight stay. I don't need a perfect line, just one more minute this way. Your sleeve catches sunlight, your glass catches blue. You laugh at something simple and I start to laugh too. The music in the background never asks to lead, it only keeps the room alive and gives the silence ease. A breeze turns one page of the menu near your hand. You tuck your hair behind your ear, and I barely understand why every little movement should feel this bright and clear, as if the season waited just to bring this feeling here. I thought my heart would stay unhurried, safe inside the things I know, but the way you lean in when you listen makes small moments overflow. Blooming terrace, hold this hour still. Let the warm air circle around us if it will. Blooming terrace, soft and pale and gold. Sometimes something gentle is stronger than the bold. Blooming terrace, let the daylight stay. I don't need a perfect line, just one more minute this way. No fireworks, no movie scene, no crowded room suddenly going quiet, only coffee steam, a springtime breeze, and two shy people slowly trying it. If love begins at all, maybe it begins like this, in little turns of light, and almost saying what you miss. Blooming terrace, hold this hour near. Make the sunlight kinder, make the music clear. Blooming terrace, don't let me move fast. If this is how beginnings bloom, I hope this one will last. Blooming terrace, soft and slow. Stay with us a little more before we go. Sugar on the rim of your iced latte cup, sun on the tablecloth, everything lit up. You trace a little circle where the condensation runs, and I keep answering slowly just to hear what I'll become. The bell above the doorway rings and settles back to rest. A small bright room of spoons and cups tries quietly to impress, but all I really notice is the kindness in your face, like the whole cafe got softer just to make a little space for one more sign that something good is there. Sugar on the rim, sunlight in your eyes. Funny how the smallest things can take me by surprise. Sugar on the rim, don't let this moment thin. I think the day is changing from the way you're sitting in it. You say you nearly canceled, I say I almost did. Then both of us start laughing at the nerves we tried to hide. The cake arrives between us, one fork laid to the side. And suddenly the afternoon feels warm and open wide. Outside the traffic blurs a little silver through the glass. Inside the music keeps a pace that asks the hour to last. I ask what songs you listen to, you answer with a grin. And every word you give me feels like something I should keep. Not because it's rare or dramatic, not because the room has changed, just because your voice can make an ordinary minute strange. Sugar on the rim, sweetness in the air. I don't need a bigger sign that something good is there. Sugar on the rim, sunlight in your eyes. Funny how the smallest things can take me by surprise. Sugar on the rim, don't let this moment thin. I think the day is changing from the way you're sitting in it. Maybe the heart does not arrive with thunder sparks or neon signs. Maybe it comes in tiny ways, in softened light and borrowed time. A cup, a smile, a quiet joke, a hand not quite reaching in. And all at once the world grows warmer at the slightest touch of spring. Sugar on the rim, keep the brightness near. Make the laughter linger softly, make the silence clear. Sugar on the rim, let the coffee cool. I could stay here learning you. Sugar on the rim, stay sweet a little longer now. White cup morning, steam above the table. You arrive in cream and navy, somehow making daylight stable. The barista writes your order in a hand I can't quite read, and I hold my own cup lightly like it gives my pulse a lead. Someone opens up the window, spring leans softly through the frame. The room smells new with coffee and a weather hard to name. You ask me if I've waited long. I smile and say not much, but the sugar has dissolved already from my restless little touch. I had planned to sound collected, I had lines prepared and clear. Then you sat down in the sunlight and forgot them out of me. White cup morning, bright and slow, a little warmth and porcelain, a little place to go. White cup morning, soft and true. I didn't know how light could change until it fell on you. White cup morning, stay before it runs. There's something tender growing with the firstness of the sun. You fold your coat behind your chair and laugh about the rain that almost turned the whole day back before it turned again. I tell you some unfinished thing about the week I had. You listen like the smallest thought is worth the time it takes. A spoon taps once against the saucer, someone calls another name, and even those familiar sounds feel kinder than the same. Because your eyes don't hurry me, because your voice gives room, because the bright simplicity of now is more than I assumed. Maybe nothing needs to dazzle, maybe nothing needs to prove. Some hearts only wake up softly in a slow and careful room. White cup morning, bright and slow, a little warmth in porcelain, a little place to go. White cup morning, soft and true. I didn't know how light could change until it fell on you. White cup morning, stay before it runs. There's something tender growing with the firstness of the sun. No promises, no polished lines, no grand declaration asked. Just a second cup and easy talk, and hoping that the hour lasts. The day outside can keep its speed, we do not need it here. We've made a smaller, brighter world with coffee steam and listening ears. White cup morning, hold this view. The room, the light, the quiet, and the way I turn to you. White cup morning, let it gently start. Spring can live in porcelain, it can live inside the heart. Wake up morning, stay warm, a little more. Pages, petals, you across from me at noon. A paperback between us and a spoon against the cup. There's a small vase near the window with pale flowers bending east, and the whole room looks as though it woke up softer than the street. You ask what I am reading, I forget the title first, then remember halfway laughing at how nervous I can turn. You say that's kind of charming, I say that is kind of cruel, and all at once the table feels like somewhere I can bloom. No one around us knows it, but the hour changed its skin, from a simple spring cafe to the place my heart walked in. Pages, petals, you, that's all the room needs now. A little paper, a little bloom, a little light somehow. Pages, petals, you, nothing brighter has to start. The gentlest things are writing on the margins of my heart. You turn the book toward me and show a line you underlined. Something about the way we leave our lonely selves behind. I say that's almost too on point. You smile and take a sip, and tuck a flower fallen loose and set it by your wrist. The barista steams more milk behind the counter in soft bursts. The brushes on the snare keep time like footsteps made of air. And every time you meet my eyes and look away again, it feels like some unspoken thing is learning how to stay. Maybe love is not a headline, Maybe love is not a spark. Maybe it's a page held open in a room of coffee marks. Pages, petals, you. That's all the room needs now. A little paper, a little bloom, a little light somehow. Pages, petals, you. Nothing brighter has to start. The gentlest things are writing on the margins of my heart. Let the city blur beyond the window. Let the world keep all its speed. We have made a slower language out of books and cups and need. Not the desperate kind of need, just the wish to stay a while, long enough to know the meaning of the spring inside your smile. Pages, petals, you, and the afternoon made kind. If anyone should ask me where the season changed, I'd say I know the time. Pages, petals, you, stay before the light is through. I could read the same bright page all day if it still ended with you. Pages, petals, you, soft as noon can be. Open door, soft breeze, sunlight in a line, stretching from the threshold to the edge of where you shine. You arrive with warmer weather folded lightly in your coat, and the room receives the season like a low and welcome note. Outside someone rides by slowly, summer glass gets set on stone. Inside every voice is lowered, every table softly closed. You ask me if the seat is free, though both of us can see. I save the place beside the window and the view intentionally. You sit down and the day finds a slower way to move, as if spring had only waited for the timing of your shoes. Open door, soft breeze, stay a while with me. Let the daylight pass between us tenderly. Open door, soft breeze, bright but never loud. Every little thing feels kinder now. Open door, soft breeze, if this is where we start, then let the spring come all the way into the heart. Bends beneath your hand, a leaf slips past the frame. I tell you about the place nearby with roses in the lane. You say you'd like to see it sometime, and look into your drink as if the sentence found its meaning only after it was said. The music in the speakers keeps a steady, polished pace. A nylon guitar and easy chords give shape to all the space, and I begin to understand why some beginnings last. They do not rush, they do not sparkle, they just make the room more warm. No performance, no big gesture, no rehearsed and perfect line, just a softer conversation and a better kind of time. Open door, soft breeze, stay a while with me. Let the daylight pass between us tenderly. Open door, soft breeze, bright but never loud. Every little thing feels kinder now. Open door, soft breeze, if this is where we start, brightest part of spring, a little longer than it lasts. Open doors, soft breeze, carry only what is true. A warm day, a quiet cafe, and me turning toward you. Open door, soft breeze, stay inside the room. The cake we shared sat perfectly between us on the plate. One strawberry leaning sideways, one last crumb too small to take. You said I should have the bigger half, then stole it with a grin. And every line I meant to say turned sweet and clumsy in my mouth. The fork touched porcelain softly, the window filled with noon. A pale gold moving slowly across the cafe room. Someone near the counter laughed. A cup was set back down, and still the brightest sound to me was just your laughing now. I didn't know a little teasing could undo me quite like this. How a shared dessert and easy smile could feel so close to bliss. The cake we shared, a small and lovely thing, half sugar, half sunlight, half the way you lean. The cake we shared, not enough for two, maybe, but more than enough to make this our sweet. The cake we shared, let the afternoon be fair. If love arrives in tiny pieces, then maybe it was there. You ask me what I do on Sundays, I tell you more than planned about the used bookshop. I like the park, the flower stand. You say you'd probably like them too, then glance out at the street as though imagining some later day where our footsteps might meet. The frosting leaves a trace of white along your lower lip. You wipe it off so quickly that I almost miss the gift of seeing something unprepared, something bright and real, the kind of little accident that makes a feeling seal. No orchestra, no thunder, no dramatic scene to prove. Just one fork, one plate, one springtime day, and the room beginning to move. The cake we shared, a small and lovely thing, half sugar, half sunlight, half the way you lean. The cake we shared, not enough for two, maybe, but more than enough to make this our sweet. The cake we shared, let the afternoon be fair. If love arrives in tiny pieces, then maybe it was there. I think of all the grander stories people like to tell, and how this quiet little table fits me somehow better still, because it leaves room for breathing, for looking up and looking back, for all the shy and tender details that louder seems often lack. The cake we shared, I hope the day remembers the spoon, the light, the laughter, and how spring learned to enter. The cake we shared, a simple thing to start, yet somehow it has already taken up so much of my heart. The cake we shared, leave one crumb on the plate. holding a thin gold shadow where the coffee warms it up. You lean across to show me something on your phone and smile, and I forget the room around us for a little while. There's a vase of pale carnations by the sugar and the spoons, the kind of careful detail that makes a place feel new. The whole cafe is full enough to murmur but not crowd, and every little clink of glass sounds somehow softer now. I had thought the day was simple, just a coffee, maybe two. Now the light upon the porcelain feels like it belongs to you. Sunlit saucer, bright and mild, make this grown-up room feel almost young and wild. Not with noise, not with speed, just with one shy possibility. Sunlit saucer, pale and clean, you are the warmest thing I've seen in all this careful springtime air. Stay long enough to settle there. You ask me if I always notice little things like this: the cups, the flowers, open doors, the ways the light can shift. I say not always, only when the hour gives me reason to. And now I have about 100, all because of you. The waiter passes quietly, the street outside is blue. A bus pulls by like distant water, fading from the view. And in the middle of the ordinary calm and noon, my heart begins a conversation with the room. Maybe I was half asleep before this table, before spring. Maybe some people do not arrive, they simply wake up everything. Sunlit saucer, bright and mild, make this grown-up room feel almost young and wild. Not with noise, not with speed, just with one shy possibility. Sunlit saucer, pale and clean, you are the warmest thing I've seen in all this careful springtime air. Stay long enough to settle there. No one else would understand how much can happen in a glance, how much a bright and quiet room can shift the balance of a heart. But maybe they don't need to know, maybe some beginnings stay most beautiful when they are kept inside an ordinary day. Sunlit saucer, hold the noon, let the music keep its tender tune. Sunlit saucer, don't move fast, I want this simple light to last. Sunlit saucer, warm beneath the cup. A seat for two at noon beside the window line, where spring can touch the edge of us but never interfere. I got here just before you and pretended not to care by looking at the menu far longer than required. Then you arrived with wind in your hair and sunlight on your sleeve, apologizing softly, though you were right on time. And all the careful calm I'd built to carry into this became a much less useful thing the second that you smiled. The room kept all its colors, but somehow they grew new, as if each cup and chair had waited for me to sit with you. A seat for two at noon in a room of pale let the ordinary turn quietly our way. You ask me where I'd like to go if spring stayed all year long. I start with parks and bookstores, then admit I haven't thought of how the answer changes when the question comes from you. How suddenly this city has more corners worth seeing through. The plates arrive, the spoons are set, the music never strains. A polished little rhythm moves like sunlight over glass, and each time our hands almost meet across the table edge, it feels like something near the future drifting close and past. No pressure, no dramatic ending, no need to name the feeling yet. I only know the hour grows better with every word we haven't said. A seat for two at noon in a room of pale gold light. A little coffee, little air, and everything feels right. A seat for two at noon, no headline, no display, just a place to let the ordinary turn quietly our way. Some people talk of falling as if love only comes by force, but this feels more like leaning toward a warmer, brighter course. A slow and careful movement, a kindness taking shape, a table saved, a chair pulled out, a springtime first date grace. A seat for two at noon, let the daylight take its time. A seat for two at noon, maybe this is how hearts rhyme. A seat for two at noon, stay before the afternoon is through. The whole cafe looks more alive with one empty chair filled by you. Oh, a seat for two at noon, hold the room this way. Apricot latte, color of a second blush. You ordered something sweeter than the drink I always trust. I tried it when you offered, and it tasted like the room. Warm, a little brighter, slightly softer than I knew. The foam left a pale crescent on the side of your glass. You wiped it with your thumb and kept on talking as it passed, about a seaside town you loved, a train you missed last fall, and every story sounded like a place I'd like to walk. I didn't know a flavor could change the hour like this, or that a simple borrowed sip could feel so close to a kiss. Apricot latte, sweet and light, stay with the daylight, stay in my mind. Apricot latte, warm and gold. Some things are tender before they are bold. Apricot latte, don't go cold too soon. I think the spring is leaning closer in this room. You ask if I want sugar, I say maybe just a little. Then watch you tear the packet like you're handling something fragile. The music in the speakers turns a polished, easy page. A brush snare, a low bass, a chord that asks the hour to stay. The count of flowers bend a bit whenever the door opens. The world outside looks farther than the window says it is. And for the first time in a while I stop rehearsing who I am, because the calm where you are listening makes pretending feel too much. Maybe charm is not a performance, maybe ease is not a trick, maybe feeling seen is simply how the daylight learns to sit. Apricot latte, sweet and light, stay with the daylight, stay in my mind. Apricot latte, warm and gold. Some things are tender before they are bold. Apricot latte, don't go cold too soon. I think the spring is leaning closer in this room. One day this may be memory, a cup, a laugh, a chair, a view. But if it becomes memory, I hope it keeps the color too. The apricot, the little smile, the way you handed me the glass, as if the afternoon were something we could hold between us while it lasts. Apricot latte, soft and clear, leave the taste of springtime here. Apricot latte, light and slow, there are things I think I know. Apricot latte, one more sip to prove the smallest sweetness has the strongest move. Apricot latte, warm in the afternoon. Between the menu and your smile, there is a little space where all my practice sentences keep losing shape. I look down at the printed words and somehow miss the lines, because I know you're looking up and choosing yours and mine. The room is full of careful things, white cups, low brass, pale wood, a kind of polished stillness that makes even nerves look good. You ask if I come here often, and I nearly say not much, then tell you far too many things, and somehow you're still touched. You don't laugh at how I wander when I'm trying to explain. You only make the table warmer and the daylight softer still. Between the menu and your smile, the whole afternoon unfolds, not in a rush, not in a blaze, but in a quiet kind of gold. Between the menu and your smile, I lose my fear a little while and find that I could stay right here. Between the menu and your smile. The waiter waits with patient hands, we order something light. You choose the lemon cake I almost picked but didn't say. I ask what made you choose it, you say maybe just the color, and then admit you like the look of how it caught the light. There is something in your honesty that makes the room ring clear, like all the little polished sounds were only leading here to this exact and ordinary scene of springtime talk and tea, and the tender shock of realizing how good it is to be not impressive, not dramatic, not the kind they write in books, just a little less alone now every time you raise your eyes and look. Between the menu and your smile, the whole afternoon unfolds, not in a rush, not in a blaze, but in a quiet doors never swing wide. Maybe some doors open slow, with a laugh, a question, coffee steam, and not quite wanting to go. If that's the kind of start this is, then let it keep its pace. I'd rather learn your gentle timing than rush and miss the grace. Between the menu and your smile, the room keeps finding light. Between the menu and your smile, the day keeps turning right. Between the menu and your smile, I think I found a truer style of hope than any louder thing. Between the menu and your smile, between the menu and your smile, stay there a little more. Light across the tablecloth, folding into lines, touching the edge of your wrist and the corner of mine. The napkin ring, the water glass, the silver near the plate. Everything looks more expensive in the way good daylight behaves. You tell me about the bakery near the flower market square. I say I've passed it many times but never gone in there. You say we should go sometime, then let the sentence rest, as if some words are brighter when they're not immediately stressed. I keep the thought inside me, like sugar not yet stirred. Some hopes become more beautiful before they're fully heard. Light across the tablecloth, stay and do your work. Make the white look warmer, make the silence softly turn. Light across the tablecloth, lay your gold between the little things we're saying and the things we almost mean. A cup is set beside us with a low and careful sound. A page of the menu flips itself when someone shuts the door. The room is never silent, but the noise is never sharp. It's more like water under speech, more like a second heart. And in this patient atmosphere where nothing asks too much, I notice how you're listening has a kind and steady touch. The sort that does not interrupt, the sort that lets me stay inside a thought until it finds the truest way to say. No one here could see it, but the whole room shifts a bit when one person starts to matter and the daylight settles in. Light across the tablecloth, stay and do your work. Make the white look warmer, make the silence softly turn. Light across the tablecloth, lay your gold between the little things we're saying and the things we almost mean. Not every first beginning needs a rush of certainty. Some are made of linen spoons and room enough to breathe. If this one keeps unfolding as gently as it starts, then let the noon keep writing its soft brightness on our hearts. Light across the tablecloth, shine where we both are. Make this cafe afternoon feel quietly like a star. Light across the tablecloth, stay before you tablecloth, pale gold on the white. Little bell above the door rings once and then you're here, bringing in a piece of April and a little nervous cheer. You wave before you see me fully, then your eyes align, and suddenly the ordinary room becomes a better kind. The counter flowers lift their heads in the draft your entrance brings. The spoon inside my coffee taps against the side like strings. I stand up half a second late. You laugh and take your seat, and all the careful plans I had get folded underneath. Because some arrivals don't just cross a room, they change the temperature and how the daylight blooms. Little bell above the door, ring one time again for the hour you let in and the spring that followed then. Little bell above the door, keep your silver sound. It told the room to brighten when your footsteps came around. You say the walk was beautiful, the trees were turning bright, the kind of green that feels brand new even when you've seen it twice. I ask if you want something sweet, you say maybe later on, as if the day itself already gave us sugar enough. The music leans on gentle chords, the bass moves like a sigh, and every small exchange we make feels less like chance than time. The kind that was not wasted but held open just enough for a bell to ring, a chair pull out, and spring to show up twice. No one else will hear it the way I hear it now. That little metal ringing like the moment made a vow. Little bell above the door, ring one time again for the hour you let in and the spring that followed then. Little bell above the door, keep your silver sound. It told the room to brighten when your footsteps came around. I know it's just a doorway, I know it's just a bell, but some details become enormous when a feeling wears them well. And I think I'll always hear it whenever spring comes near, a tiny note of metal and the first time you were here. Little bell above the door, stay inside the song, make the memory of this entrance somewhere I belong. Little bell above the door, one clear note, one clue that something good had just begun the second that I saw you. Little bell above the door, ring soft in my mind. Sunday brunch in bloom, plates bright on the table, a vase of tulips near the sugar leaning pink and pale. You say you almost wore another coat and chose this one instead, the one that catches morning light and turns the room a shade more warm. The waiter pours more coffee in a practiced even stream. The city stays outside the glass, precise and less important. And somehow everything we do, from ordering to passing salt, feels touched by the same gentle thing the season's trying to teach. That not all beauty dazzles. dazzles. Not all joy arrives at once. Some of it comes in linen, in quiet rooms and second cups. Sunday brunch in bloom, let the bright hour linger on the flowers, on the glasses, on the warmth around your fingers. Sunday brunch in bloom, hold the room this way. I could learn a better life from one slow and polished day. You ask me if I always choose the window if I can. I say I like to watch the light decide where it will land. You smile and say that's reason enough, then point across the street to a dog asleep beneath the bench, paws folded in its dream. We talk about the smallest things as if they all deserve a little more attention than the louder world can give. And maybe that is what I like the most about this noon, how nothing has to prove itself to feel entirely lived. No drama and no distance, no thunder in the chest, only a slow and deepening warmth that feels unexpectedly blessed. Sunday brunch in bloom, let the bright hour linger on the flowers, on the glasses, on the warmth around your fingers. Sunday brunch in bloom, hold the room this way. I could learn a better life from one slow and polished day. If someone asked what spring is, I would not show them trees. I would show them this white table and the patience of this breeze. The way you tilt your coffee cup, the way the tulips face the light, the way an ordinary Sunday starts to feel almost right. Sunday brunch and bloom, stay until the plates are bare. Stay until the tulips loosen, stay until more warmth is there. Sunday brunch and bloom, keep the noon from thinning fast. Some hours deserve a slower clock, and I hope this one will last. Sunday brunch and bloom, pale pink, white and gold. Lemon cake afternoon, pale yellow on the plate. You cut a careful corner off and ask if I should taste. I say only if you share it. You say that was always planned, and every small exchange we make feels brighter than it should. The frosting catches sunlight, the spoon reflects the room. A bus goes by beyond the glass and leaves the window blue. The music keeps the kind of time that never asks to lead. It only gives the daylight shape and makes the silence breathe. I didn't think a little tartness could feel so soft and sweet until you set the plate between us and slid the first bite over to me. Lemon cake afternoon, sharp and sweet together, like spring when it is learning how to turn into warm weather. Lemon cake afternoon, stay bright, stay true. I think I like the taste of day a little more with you. You say your favorite season shifts depending on the year. I say mine used to be autumn till this room and you appeared. You laugh and say that's dangerous. I say maybe that's fair, but sometimes one small table really can rearrange the air. The fork rests on the saucer, the crumbs gather near on another hour, another street, another day. No need to rush the sweetness, no need to name it yet. Some feelings taste more honest when they arise without intent. Lemon cake afternoon, sharp and sweet together, like spring when it is learning how to turn into warm weather. Lemon cake afternoon, stay bright, stay true. I think I like the taste of day a little more with you. If we remember this tomorrow, will it be the cake, the light? Will it be the way the window framed the passing clouds just right? Or will it be the simpler thing, the one I feel is true, that everything on the table seemed warmer next to you? Lemon cake afternoon, hold the sugar and the sun, hold the little spark of yellow till the slow bright hour is done. Lemon cake afternoon, don't disappear too soon. I want this fresh and tender taste to linger in the room. Lemon cake afternoon, sweetness afternoon. Spring in your sleeves when you take off your coat, like the warmth outside decided it should come in close. There are little traces of the weather in your hair, and the room seems brighter just from you arriving there. You sit down and fold your hands around the cup to warm them up, though the day is mild enough to leave the windows cracked. I ask if the walk was lovely, you say lovely might be small for the way the trees were opening above the station road. And I can almost see them in the way your face lights up when you talk about the morning and the city waking up. Spring in your sleeves, spring in your smile, spring in the way you make a quiet room worthwhile. Spring in your sleeves, stay close to me. I think the season found a home in your simplicity. The waiter sets down water with a slice of lemon thin. The music settles lower, like it knows where we have been. Not far, not deep, not anywhere a map would bother marking. Only to this little table where the air keeps growing kind. You tell me that you love first dates because they slow the world. I tell you I usually hate them, and we both laugh at the truth. Because this one has done something different from the start. It didn't make me guard myself, it only made me soft. Maybe not all beginnings need a practiced clever style. Maybe some are simply carried in the warmth of someone's smile. Spring in your sleeves, spring in your smile, spring in the way you make a quiet room worthwhile. Spring in your sleeves, stay close to me. I think the season found a home in your simplicity. No rush toward a future, no claim to what this means, only this bright evidence of how good the daylight seems when you are sitting in it and listening the way you do. Like every small unfinished thought is worth reading. Spring in your sleeves, and now the whole cafe looks as if it might remember this exact and shining day. Spring in your sleeves, don't let the warmth depart. I think the season's moving in and renting out my heart. Spring in your sleeves, stay through the afternoon. Second cup confession came quietly as steam, not as some rehearsed announcement, not as something seen. You were stirring what was left of coffee gone half cold, when you asked if I get lonely in the middle of a crowd. I laughed first to buy a second, then decided not to hide. Said sometimes, yes, more often than I'd like to say aloud. You nodded as if honesty was never hard to hold, and told me you know evenings that feel longer than their clocks. The room did not grow darker, the room grew more sincere, like spring can hold bright sunlight and a deeper kind of clear. Second cup confession, soft as passing air. I didn't think a quiet truth could change the room so much. Second cup confession, warm as porcelain. Sometimes being honest is the sweetest thing we share. I told you I am careful with the parts I cannot stage, the hopeful parts, the awkward parts, the ones still unarranged. You smiled and said you're similar, then looked down at your hands, as if the table gave you courage to leave the words unguarded. Outside the clouds were moving, but the light stayed on the glass. Inside the song behind us kept a patient, polished path. And I began to understand why some connections stay, not because they dazzle first, but because they let you stay. Not as polished versions, not as jokes or practiced lines, but as two unfinished people meeting somewhere kind. Second cup confession, soft as passing air. I didn't think a quiet truth could change the room so much. Second cup confession, warm as porcelain. Sometimes being honest is the sweetest thing we share. If this becomes a memory, I hope it keeps this tone, the low and careful atmosphere that made the heart less alone. No spotlight on the moment, no soundtrack trying too hard. Only one more cup and gentle talk, and spring opening the guard. Second cup confession, stay a while with me. Let the little truths we trusted keep the daylight steady. Second cup confession, I think I understand why some feelings start not with a spark, but with someone's open hands. Second cup porcelain between my hands, your voice across the room, a brighter kind of quiet than the one I knew before. The cup is almost empty, but I hold it anyway, because the warmth inside the clay feels close to what I mean. You ask me if I ever write, I say not often now. You tell me I should start again, because I notice things, and something in the certainty of how you say the line makes me think perhaps I might, perhaps the season's right to trust a little daylight, to trust a little ease, to trust the thought that maybe something good can start like this. Warm porcelain, warmth I can hold, like the way this room keeps changing everything to gold. Warm porcelain, stay here in my hands till the afternoon turns softer and I better understand. There is a faint ring on the saucer where the coffee used to rest, a tiny mark the hour left behind to prove it happened. The waiter folds the cloth nearby, the street beyond goes on, but none of that seems urgent in the circle of this room. You tell me about your grandmother who loved old china cups, and how she said the prettiest ones made every tea taste calm. I say I think I know what she meant, though not until today, not till I watch this table learn the shape of where you are. No one taught me that comfort could arrive dressed up in spring, in polished rooms and white ceramics, and the softness listening brings. Warm porcelain, warmth I can hold, like the way this room keeps changing everything to gold. Warm porcelain, stay here in my hands till the afternoon turns softer and I better understand. Maybe closeness is not drama, maybe closeness is a chair pulled a little closer to the table and someone fully there. Maybe hope is not a thunder, maybe hope is simply this: the cup, the light, the breathing room, and not wanting it to end. Warm porcelain, don't lose your heat too soon. I still have more to learn from this bright and careful afternoon. Warm porcelain, and your voice beside my own. I think the warmest things in life are often made of stone and bone. Warm porcelain, white cup, pale gold light. Stay until the street turns gold beyond the window frame, until the shadows on the cups begin to shift and lean, until the waiter lights the small lamp by the register, and every polished surface glows a little softer back. We do not have to leave because the first drinks are gone. We could order one more pot and let the afternoon grow though you read the thought before I finished it, and say you wouldn't mind at all if daylight took its time. There is a tenderness to later hours, a kindness in the fading light. It makes the whole cafe feel closer, makes the small talk turn sincere. Stay until the street turns gold, stay until the day grows slow, stay until the room becomes a softer place to know. Stay until the street turns gold. We do not need a plan. Some feelings deepen beautifully when no one makes them stand. The bus exhales beside the curb and moves along again. The city keeps its schedules, but we are not required to answer to that movement yet. Not while the room is warm, not while your hand rests open on the table near my own. You ask if I am always this reluctant when things are good. I say perhaps because the best things leave so quietly, and I'd rather meet the ending by stretching out the middle with one more honest question, one more patient cup of tea. No drama in the wanting, no desperate need to chase, just the hope that one bright hour can lengthen by a grace. Stay until the street turns gold, stay until the day grows slow, stay until the room becomes a softer place to know. Stay until the street turns gold. We do not need a plan. Some feelings deepen beautifully when no one makes them stand. Maybe later we will walk outside and the city will look new. Maybe everything we've not yet said will step more lightly too. But even if this is all it is, this cafe, this spring, this glow, it has already changed the shape of how I think of home. Stay until the street turns gold, and even after that, stay until the last warm stripe of light slips quiet off the glass. Stay until the street turns gold. Then if we have to go, I'll keep this careful afternoon wherever evening goes. Stay until the street turns gold. Late light on the door. Bloom after rain along the edge of the cafe glass. Tiny drops still holding light long after clouds have passed. You look outside and say the street smells better after storms. I say maybe every city needs a little wash of spring. The room is warmer by comparison, the cup's a steadier white. The music lower, softer now, the afternoon more kind. As if the weather took away whatever weight remained, and left behind a clearer air for easier things to grow. I don't know what tomorrow will decide to make of this. I only know this room feels brighter since your voice got woven in. Bloom after rain, color after gray. cups, the window catches gold. The last thin cloud beyond the street begins to come apart. You ask me if I think some days arrive already blessed, or if we simply notice them when someone else is there. I tell you maybe both are true and both are here right now. A rain-washed city, polished light, your hand beside the spoon. No grand conclusion needed for the hour to mean a lot. No final line required to feel the season open up. Some endings are not endings, some are doors left on a chain, a little open to tomorrow, like a bloom that follows rain, bloom after rain, color after gray, warmth return to